Hi guys, it's May. So for those of you who may not know, on July 22nd I celebrated my 2-year natural hair anniversary. So that marks my big chop date back in July 2009, and I cannot believe how quickly the time has flown. It's been an amazing journey and I'm loving every bit of it. But as I thought about my journey for the past 2 years, I started recognizing some important lessons that I've learned along the way. So I thought it'd be a good idea to come here on YouTube and make several videos just highlighting some of these important lessons that have helped me tremendously, in hopes that it will also help you guys. So in this video I'm going to talk about lesson number 1, which is do your research when it comes to thinking about going natural. Now for me, I actually had 2 transitioning periods. I had 2 of them because I didn't do my research the first time around. So what happened was I saw my sisters, I have 2 younger sisters, and they had transitioned to natural hair, and I saw that the health of their hair had dramatically improved when they stopped getting relaxers, and it was just beautiful. I loved it, so I wanted the same for me, but I didn't really know how to go about it. I just knew that you had to stop relaxing your hair, right? So for about 4 months I stopped getting relaxers, but what I did with my hair during those 4 months was not good. So the first mistake I made, I decided, you know, I'm gonna get a weave. I had never had a weave in my life. I'd never even had braids before. And so I'm like, oh yeah, maybe it'll help me grow out my hair during this transitioning period. So I get a weave, right? But not only do I get a weave, but I get the straightest weave possible. Like, really? I didn't think about how the new growth was gonna blend in with the straight hair. Didn't think about that at all. So I had the weave, you know, it was cool, it was alright, and well actually no, it wasn't that alright because I had a problem with itching. Like I have to touch my hair, like I can't do weaves and braids for that reason. But anyways, back to the point. So I had this straight long weave, and then my new growth started to come in, and I had left a bang out, and so I'm like trying to flat iron this bang to make sure it's blending in with the rest of the straight hair, and I just couldn't take it after a while. I think I had that weave probably for about 2 or 3 weeks maybe. So that was the first mistake. So my second mistake. After I took the weave out, you know, I was like, I'll just deal with my own hair as it transitions. But I just kept flat ironing it. I even went to my stylist and had her flat iron it all the time. I never wore my hair out with like a style that didn't require heat. I had no idea about these transitioning styles with like flexi rods and Bantu knot outs and all that. I had no idea that even existed. So I'm there flat ironing my hair, and then I live in Atlanta, and then I travel to Florida for a vacation in the humidity. It was a mess. It would be this half afro stringy end look. It was just not cute. So I started to get really discouraged, you guys. I mean, it was a rough time for me. Like, my self-esteem started to go down tremendously. I just remember waking up in the morning and looking at my head and just wanting to cry because it just looked so horrible. Because I would try to have it straight, and you know, the humidity wouldn't let that happen, so it was just looking horrible. And so I remember I went to my stylist and I told her, you know what, I'm done with this whole natural hair thing. I'm done. Please relax my hair. She was like, are you sure, you know, you've been doing this for 4 months? I'm like, please relax my hair right now. I can't take this anymore. So I relaxed my hair, and when I went home, I actually really regretted my decision. I mean, I was really enjoying seeing what my natural texture was starting to look like. I hadn't seen my natural hair since I was like 6. I mean, I started getting relaxers when I was 6, so I had no idea what to expect with that. But thank goodness one of my friends, Candy P, gotta love Candy P, she introduced me to the whole natural hair vlog world. Like, I remember one of the first sites she showed me was curlynikki.com. And when I saw that site, I was motivated through the roof. She had this series going on where she was looking at people who were doing the big chops, and I just couldn't believe how brave all of these women were for just cutting off their hair and just going natural. I was like, wow, people do this? And so that was extremely encouraging to me, and then, you know, that started me on the route of looking at YouTube videos and seeing how people were transitioning and then learning about transitioning styles. I was like, wow, I can do this. I can do this. If everybody out here can do it, you know, I can do it too. So I then started doing transitioning the right way. I left my flat iron alone, I left the blow dry alone, and I started doing styles that didn't require heat. So I ended up buying a whole bunch of flexi rods, did flexi rod sets for a while, tried some twist out styles, or yeah, those didn't work out so well because of the stringy ends, but doing them in twists, keeping them in the twist helped a lot. Doing Bantu knot outs, that became one of my favorite transitioning styles. And so yeah, I had this whole world online showing me how to do my natural hair, and it was just so exciting. And I actually got so excited that I was like, you know what, after 4 months, I just want my natural hair. Like, get rid of all these relaxed ends, I want my natural hair. So in my second period of transitioning, that lasted only 4 months, but because of a good reason, because I did the big chop in July and just fully embraced my natural hair. So I'm saying all of that to say that, you know, there's this whole big natural hair movement going on right now. And you just really want to do your research before you just jump into it. It can be a slightly steep learning curve as far as trying to figure out how to care for this new texture of hair. I learned that the products I was using on my relaxed hair and the techniques I was using for styling weren't working for my natural hair. So being able to find all of those resources online about natural hair care really helped in my journey, and you should definitely take advantage of the blog sites, the YouTube channels, the online forums, the Facebook pages. I mean, there's just so much online right now just dedicated to helping people transition to natural hair and care for their natural hair after they like fully transitioned. So take advantage of that information, do your research, talk to others who are natural, and just be really confident when you make your decision. Don't do it because such and such did it, or so and so did it, or even someone said, oh, I think you look cute with natural hair. If you don't believe that yourself and you're not really confident in that decision, it's not going to be a good route for you to go down because you're just doing it for someone else. Going natural is something that you have to be confident about and sure in. So that is my advice for you guys today, and I really hope that helps someone out there who's thinking about going natural. Just remember, you can do it. Natural hair is for everyone. Just make sure you're really informed about the process. Alrighty, I'll talk to you guys later, and stay tuned for some additional lessons that I've learned. Ciao!